All right, so you guys are both sort of having your thing. He does his like with his tip his hat, and then you guys go to walk. You guys both at the same time. You don't have to say a word. You guys just both turn around. And you're like, and those are peace officers, and you just immediately break left as if you were walking casually into the alley.
We have been well trained to avoid peace officers. It's like it's road.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
this is second nature to us.
As you do, you guys just kind of wait there. You kind of travel. It's a thin alleyway. I mean, you guys kind of probably got like a 5 foot wide clearance, and it travels back. You can see if you went to travel farther, you would kind of hit uh, maybe some kind of storage area behind whatever building you're next to. Um, and as you guys are waiting there, you got your black bandana pulled up, Jesse. The two peace officers on horseback are just trotting along. One of them's got the lantern kind of out so we can have a little more visibility. It's starting to get a little darker with the rain and everything, and you can hear them talking, but the rain is masking a lot of like what they're saying. You could attempt to get closer and listen in on what they're saying, or you could just be like, "Fuck it, let them go."
I'm dipping out. I know what these peace officers have to say. I have no time for them. I'm out.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I don't look back for Jesse. I'm letting him be his own. Like fuck it, do what you want. I'm out.
He's good enough to pee. He's old enough to poop.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
so
trust him to not die.
I'm gonna kind of go in and see if I can spot out a nice little hiding spot to get close and listen in on these guys.
Okay, well, just like looking
See if they make
ahead.
a little stop.
Yeah, you kind of like creep down the alley a little. You've got like a barrel that's like an empty barrel. It's already been tapped. Sort of at the edge there, you kind of duck behind it. And if you want, you can give me a stealth check to see if you can like successfully avoid being detected by the boys.
No way. God damn.
Did you get an ace?
No, just a shitty kind of hand.
You guys didn't spend any points in luck, but there is that's a helpful one. It's not going to necessarily save the day. You could discard a card and get something equally as shitty. That's why it's called luck and not you're going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Not rebound.
Exactly. Better word.
Yeah, no, I guess I'll just take my jack and add my stealth, which would make it a 12.
You lucky son of a bitch. He literally got an 11.
Oh shit.
Oh, nice.
So you kind of creep up to the barrel, and as you do, you assume the barrel is full of something, but it's not. So as you lean against it, it sort of like gives to your weight and hits the wall. It makes a little bit of a noise. So the two dudes on the horses kind of peer around, extend the lantern out, kind of just grabbing hold of the brim of their hat, taking a peek around, but they don't seem to notice you. You do hear the one next to him. I mean, the way his voice sounds, I mean, you would imagine he's maybe like 15.
Damn.
He's a pretty young dude. The dude who's holding the lantern, you can get the vibe that he's a little older just from the way he sounds and his build. But the other dude, he's in. And the little dude's kind of just like, I don't see no use in being out here in the middle of the downpour. I mean, who's gonna come out in this? This is silly. We're getting drenched. I mean, what's the point of this? And the dude holding the lantern, he's staring in your direction, but not quite exactly in your direction kind of thing. And he just goes, "Hush." He waits for hush.
Oh, hush. Huh.
He waits for maybe a solid 3 full seconds before he's like, "The makings of a peace officer. It's got to be thicker than the hide you got, boy." And he slaps him in the face, like you can hear it over the rain.
Do they hear that?
What?
Oh no, I don't listen.
Just kept going, damn.
Oh shit. But no, yeah, he slaps him and it jostles. You can see his whole frame like react to the hit. Like he hits him pretty hard.
Oh,
Like if I were to like sort of give you like a Charlie horse, except with an open hand to the face, and he sort of just grabs his face, and then he's like, "Come on, boy," and they start riding farther down the road again.
well, all right. Didn't get much out of that. So,
But hey, give each of you an experience point because it's a good way of attempting to navigate the situation, nonetheless. You did navigate it, you just didn't get what you wanted out of it.
yeah.
It'd be, they're not walking around talking expositionally like, I sure wish we could find the two people that we were attempting to capture.
Right. I don't know if they would be talking about anything.
Hey, no,
Like,
I'm not
oh,
making fun of your. It was worth an effort. It just didn't happen to pay off. The effort was a good idea.
All right, so well, I'll just make my way back towards Shane. Double on the double and make our way to the casino, I guess.
Yep. And might I, not to be meta expositional, but you didn't get nothing out of the interaction. You did kind of learn about the character of those people.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
Very young peace guards
who are also
and
incredibly enthusiastic.
Well, you have a young
the-
peace guard and an older guy who just smacked like the living shit out of a 15-year-old boy, which
yeah,
says something about his
mollywop that
character too.
motherfucker.
We've all been there.
That just reminds me. You guys ever seen Fire Force? It's
No,
like an anime. No.
no.
Well, in the second season, there's a dude who's like just super powerful, but his like kink is like beating up weak people. So he's like, if you're not weak, I don't want to fuck with you. And that just, I don't know, that made me think of that.
Wait, dude, that's hilarious. He's like the opposite of most people where they're like, it isn't worth the challenge. He's like, no, you are a challenge. I don't want to fight you. I exclusively assault the elderly.
Yeah, exactly. Elderly and kids. That's what he goes for. He's like, nah.
Dude, that's hilarious. I love that.
Yeah,
Unique character.
Right.
very.
All right, boys. So
All right.
they pass up.
Yeah, since he stayed back to keep an eye on these peace officers, and I know where the casino is, I don't wait, and I just keep on slinking through these alleys, trying to get to the casino as fast as possible.
So you're sort of taking like the back road alley kind of thing.
Yeah, trying to keep a low profile, as it were.
Okay. If you want, let's call it a. We'll keep it simple. I've added sort of like when I don't think it's that consequential to need to do a full card draw, I'll ask you guys to flip a single card. I think I talked to you guys a little about that.
Yeah.
So if you want, go ahead and flip a card for me if you're taking the lead there, Shane, and add your smarts and your perception. Well, add your smarts if it's a spade. Otherwise, just add your perception.
I got a 5 then with everything. I drew an ace of diamonds, and then right before that was a king of diamonds.
Damn.
That sucks butts.
Wait, could I use a mulligan?
No. Well, hold up. Do you think it's a result? Like, to be
luck, right?
completely honest here, do you think it's a result of your deck not being shuffled, or do you think it was just shitty draw?
I think it's
You
just
know,
a
not to
shitty
mention
draw.
it might be shitty. It might just be a shitty. It's just a
Yeah.
coincidence.
It can be tough with one card. If you drew 5 cards and you're like, well, I got a 2, a 3, an ace, a 5, and a 6. That's pretty weird.
No, when you put it that way with
Yeah.
one card, it makes sense that it could just be really shitty luck.
Okay, yeah, and like
That's
I said,
why-
transparency. If
yeah.
you legitimately think, like, say you turn over your next card, and it's something adjacent to that card, then I might be like, all right, go ahead and shuffle. That's fucked up.
Well-
That's why I did the shuffle just in the beginning because my first hand was basically what you just said, the 2s and the 3s and and it was all hearts too. It was just weird.
Okay. So he just starts taking the lead. He's just walking past these back alleys, going the opposite way of the peace officers. It's not illogical. So when you guys step back into the initial area, you can see this is sort of like the opposite of a square. It's like an alley version of the square where like maybe several shopkeepers are keeping all their just miscellaneous shit they don't want out front in the back. You kind of head through that area. But when you get to the edge where you are like basically pretty confident that if you were to make a right, you'd basically be right at the casino, you'd notice that these two buildings actually connect instead of form an alley. So you're looking at like a 15-foot wall that you'd have to kind of scale in order to like get to the opposite side. You're confident that the casino's over there, but like these buildings, they meet instead of form an alley.
Do I know what these two buildings are?
Not with that draw.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, they mustn't be that big. I mean, I'm gonna try to go around, see if there's another alley in between, so I can like kind of peek my head. Even if I'm like a block or two down, I'm gonna try to go around. I'm not trying to bust my ass. I'm 45 years old.
You know what? Logical. So you guys basically have to take the scenic route. It's pouring down rain, so that's probably part of your decision to be like, I don't want to scale this wall. It's like torrential downpour. So you guys head down, and what you think should be just a block or two ends up being having to go basically all the way south of town and coming back around the entrance again. From like a different entrance. Like imagine that there's like a western and an eastern entrance.